It's official! Donald Trump is the first president to be impeached twice. However, as we know, still has to go through the Senate, so can't get too excited. But for now, yay!
Okay, I live in the United States and our president is possibly getting impeached for a second time today. I was reading this book and I took a break from filming my TV show to read this paragraph to you. Listen. When I give presentations on trauma and trauma treatment, participants sometimes ask me to leave out politics and confine myself to talking about neuroscience and therapy. I wish I could separate trauma from politics, but as long as we continue to live in denial and only treat trauma while ignoring its origins, we are bound to fail. In today's world, your zip code, even more than your genetic code, determines whether you will live a safe and healthy life. People's income, family structure, housing, employment, and educational opportunities affect not only their risk of developing traumatic stress, but also their access to effective help to address it. Poverty, unemployment, inferior schools, social isolation, widespread availability of guns, and substandard housing are all breeding grounds for trauma. Trauma breeds further trauma, and hurt people hurt people. Now let's get our shit together.
Oh, but if you try sometimes, just might find you get what you need. Oh, yeah.
If I had a nickel for every time Donald Trump was impeached,
I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right?
That's Madison Cawthorn, voice of unity. He too voted to overturn the election, not his own victory, of course, first unelected, only Joe Biden's. Apparently there was no fraud in his election victory. He also addressed the rally on January 6th, clearly someone not concerned about partisan politicking and divisiveness. Oh, and yes, election night, here's what this modern-day Gandhi's campaign tweeted out. Cry more, Liv. Because, unity. There's also this excuse from another one of the 147 who spewed law.
You want to know what my favorite part of today's impeachment hearing was? Because I listened to the whole thing. I'm fine, by the way. It was not Jim Jordan or Kevin McCarthy. It wasn't even Nancy Pelosi wearing the same dress she wore the first time she impeached Trump, though that is a baller move. No. I'm talking about a little goober from Wisconsin named Glenn Grothman. Most Republicans are either going for unity or blaming Antifa. And this guy, no. His goal was empathy. He wanted us to empathize with Al-Qaeda. He goes in there and he's like, you have to understand, people are afraid of the pre-Trump era, of the era where Mexicans were coming over the border and taking away everyone's livelihoods, because that's a thing, and of the cancel culture that's made everyone afraid to say what they're thinking. His defense was that people were afraid of Mexicans and wanted to say the N-word. That was why Trump shouldn't get impeached. That was it. That's the only... You smooth-brained fuck.
He's just so nice, they had to impeach him twice. Yay! Go Trump! Guess what? You're so superior. Bet he loves it. He's the top dog now of impeachments. Yes, he's the reigning champ. He's got a 2-time belt now. The only one to ever get impeached twice. Round of applause for Trump. Anyways, so Senate meets on the 19th to, that's when their next convening of meetings and schniznitz is. Anyways, they would then bring up the articles of impeachment and vote on if they will actually remove Trump from office. Yes, he's getting removed the next day anyways because of the inauguration, new president, whoop, whoop, whatever. But I hope that they still remove him, even if it is 12 hours earlier because of impeachment. But because then he can't run again, and I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on this, but then he also doesn't get the benefits that presidents get when they leave office, like the salary.
Breaking news. The House impeaches Donald Trump for inciting a deadly riot at the U.S. Capitol. He's impeached. Again.
You guys have to see this clip of this lady directing the insurrectionists on how to take the Capitol.
In the other room on the other side of this door, right here where these feet are standing, there is a glass that if it's broken, you can drop down into a room underneath it. There's also 2 doors in the other room. One in the rear and one to the right when you go in.
Okay, so obviously this shows that this was a coordinated, planned attack, but just for fun, Watch that again, but this time close your eyes and imagine that's your super competitive aunt at an escape room.
Good day. It was a good day for us. Earlier today, somebody in town heard my accent and they're like, "Oh, are you Canadian?" And I was like, "Not today."
Breaking news, he's impeached again.
Yeah!
Times 2, bitches. Look at
Why are you?
As you should. Yes, as you should. Come to think of it, as you should. Yes.
So there really is no nice way to word what I'm about to say, except for the fact that, just say it. We have a president who has been impeached not once, but twice. For the first time in the history of our nation, we have a president who has been impeached twice. And I don't think that he's going to get out of it this time. Let's pray for our nation. Let's pray for peace. Let's pray that this ends soon. We'll see how it goes.